Hi, I'm Cris Moore, and we're one-on-one with Lauren Stroud. How you doing, Lauren?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Great. Lauren was nominated as the WLAY Muscle Shoals Female Vocalist of the Year recently. She's got an album on iTunes, sings with a great band called Tremaine, and she's teaching the next generation of music lovers in the shows at Russellville City Schools. So, Lauren, you got a lot going on, girl.
Lots on my plate.
Okay. But before we get into all that and perform a few unplugged songs for you, Lauren's going to sing a few off her album, and we're going to back her up, some of the musicians who played on her album. I want to find out about your roots of what you liked as a little kid, what kind of music you enjoyed, Lauren. So you mind telling us?
It's actually interesting. I really grew up listening to a lot of Beatles, Linda Ronstadt, the Eagles, Jimmy Buffett, Bob Dylan. I mean, that's kind of my thing. I like that era of music. So
and your parents were an influence on you liking that kind of music?
Definitely. That was always on. That was always on.
Now, did you tell me something about when you were a little girl getting up and singing and like, I want to make a record or something? What was that story?
Well, I used to call my mom dramatically crying, and I would ask her, what am I going to do? What if I don't get a record deal? What if I don't make it? Which I hadn't made it yet. But I was, there was just, at a very young age, there was always just this want and need.
How old though?
I mean, as early, I mean, I've been singing ever since I could talk. So, I mean, as early
you were little.
I've been performing since I was like 8 years old.
So you'd get up and do shows in front of the family and all that kind of stuff?
Definitely, yeah. I was a ham.
You were a ham from the get-go, right? So, born and raised in Fredericksburg, Virginia.
Yes.
So, how in the world did a little girl from Fredericksburg, Virginia end up in Muscle Shoals, Alabama?
Well, I was working at a theme park called Paramount's King's Dominion. I was a performer there. And another girl that was performing with me went to Belmont University in Nashville, Tennessee. So I kind of started looking into that school and just knew immediately that that's where I wanted to go. I wanted to sing country music, and I felt like that's where I needed to be. So I kind of ended up there. Then from there, met some people from the Shoals, started working on music here, and just ended up in Alabama.
You attended Belmont for a while in Nashville.
A year and a half.
And that was a good experience too, I bet.
It was. I started off as a commercial voice major and then switched to music education.
Gotcha. And then you got your degree in music education at University of North Alabama.
Yes, sir.
That's great. Now, you were signed to a publishing company and a studio over in Sheffield, Second Half Studio, Steve Turner's studio. So how did you guys meet? Because I remember him saying, I met a girl singer that is really good, and we started recording and we had a great time. But how did that come about?
Well, I try to take any opportunity I can to perform, and there was a talent show at the Ritz. And it was just whoever had talent, dance groups, singers, actors, whatever, could get up and just show what they had. And I kind of felt silly doing it because there was little kids in it and stuff like that too. But it was a good thing I did do it because I ended up meeting Steve through that talent show. I didn't win, but I met Steve.
You must have impressed. Yeah, I know you impressed him because he showed me pictures that he took at the show and talked about what a good voice you had. And his studio is a block away from the Ritz, which is a theater probably from the 30s that's been refurbished, and it's beautiful.
Great.
And he showed you the studio and said, let's record sometime, and we did. We had a good time doing that.
It's meant to be.
Absolutely. Now, Lauren also co-wrote 4 songs on her album. And had you written much before that? Because I wrote these songs with you and some various writers, and you just took to it like a duck to water. You just really into it.
Thank you. Well, no, I'm just that's not an area I've always been real confident in, so I haven't done a lot of it, but it was a great experience. You did a great job.
You did a great job. And we're going to feature one of those songs right now. We're going to do some unplugged versions of these songs, and this first one we're going to do, or Lauren's going to do, is called Love Worth Finding, and we wrote it with Mitchell Oglesby.
Yes.
Tell him who Mitchell is.
Mitchell is a country singer. He's fantastic.
He's good.
You can catch him at the stage in Nashville every Saturday night, and you don't want to miss it.
Good writer.
A great performer.
Yep, and a good performer. So here's Lauren doing Love Worth Finding. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I wish I could
wanna play